The AI First Guide to Unlocking Peak Performance, Mastering the 4-30-10 Method Introduction, The Algorithm of Ascent, Why Fitness Content Dominates in the Vast Digital Ocean. Certain currents pull harder than others. Fitness content isn't just popular. It's a dominant force, consistently outperforming many other categories. Why? Because the pursuit of a better self, stronger, healthier, more resilient, is a universal human algorithm. It taps into our innate desire for growth, transformation, and control. As content creators, understanding this fundamental drive is our first principle. We don't just share information, we facilitate transformation. Today, we're dissecting a method rapidly gaining traction for its simplicity and profound impact, the 4-30-10 method. But we won't just explain it. We'll deconstruct it through an AI-first lens, revealing its underlying mechanics, optimizing its application with insights from seminal self-improvement literature, and proving why this approach isn't just a trend, but a cornerstone for sustainable fitness. Part 1. Deconstructing the 4-30-10 method. An algorithmic overview. The 4-30-10 method is deceptively simple, yet its power lies in its elegant structure. While its precise origins can be fluid in the fitness landscape, it generally refers to a specific high-intensity cardio protocol, 4 mph miles per hour, the speed at which you walk on a treadmill 30 minutes, the duration of the incline walk 10 incline, the steepness of the treadmill's gradient. This isn't a leisurely stroll. It's a brisk, challenging incline walk that significantly elevates your heart rate, engages different muscle groups than flat walking, and provides a formidable cardiovascular workout. Why does this specific algorithm work? Metabolic boost. Walking on an incline at a brisk pace burns significantly more calories than walking on a flat surface. It forces your body to work harder against gravity, increasing energy expenditure. Low impact, high reward. Unlike running, incline walking is relatively low impact on your joints, making it accessible to a wider range of fitness levels, reducing injury risk, and promoting consistency, muscle engagement. The incline specifically targets the glutes, hamstrings, and calves more intensely than flat walking, contributing to lower body strength and endurance. Cardiovascular conditioning. Maintaining an elevated heart rate for 30 minutes in your target zone improves heart health, lung capacity, and overall stamina. But to truly master the 4-30-10, we must go beyond the basic instructions and apply the principles that govern human behavior and peak performance. Part 2. The Foundations. Building the Habit of 4-30-10 with Atomic Habits. The greatest fitness program in the world is useless if you don't stick to it. This is where James Clear's Atomic Habits becomes our foundational operating system. Applying its 4 laws of habit change transforms the 4-30-10 from a one-off effort into an ingrained, automatic behavior. Make it obvious. Cue the problem: forgetting to exercise, or lacking the immediate trigger. AI First Solution. Habit stacking. Link your 4-30-10 session to an existing daily routine. After I finish my morning coffee, I will immediately put on my workout clothes. Or environment design. Set up your gym bag and shoes by the door the night before. If you have a home treadmill, ensure it's in a visible, easily accessible spot. The less friction, the more obvious the path. Deep dive. Consider visual cues. A sticky note on your mirror, a calendar reminder that pops up at the same time every day. Make the start of the 4-30-10 as unavoidable as your daily email check. Make it attractive. Craving. The problem: exercise often feels like a chore, not a reward. AI First Solution. Temptation bundling. Pair your 4-30-10 with something you genuinely enjoy. I will only listen to my favorite podcast or watch my favorite show while doing my 4-30-10. Transform the treadmill into your personal entertainment hub. Deep dive. Shift your internal narrative. Instead of "I have to do this," reframe it as "I get to do this." To feel energized and focused, associate the workout with the positive outcome you crave: more energy, mental clarity, physical strength, not just the effort. Visualize the feeling of accomplishment during the workout. Make it easy. Response. The problem: the perceived effort barrier to starting. AI First Solution. Reduce friction. Eliminate all unnecessary steps. If you go to a gym, have your membership card and towel ready. If you use a home treadmill, ensure it's always clear of clothes and ready to go. Even small obstacles can derail intentions. Deep dive, 4 days when motivation is low. Employ the 2-minute rule. Commit to just 2 minutes of the 4-30-10 often. The act of starting generates enough momentum to complete the full session. The goal is to make the entry point ridiculously easy. Make it satisfying reward. The problem, lack of immediate gratification. Making it hard to sustain. First solution. Immediate reinforcement. Track your progress visually. Use a habit tracker app, mark an X on a physical calendar, or give yourself a small non-food reward, for example, a few minutes of guilt-free browsing, a warm bath. The completion of the 4-30-10 itself should feel like a win. Deep dive, focus on intrinsic rewards. How do you feel after? More energized? Clearer headed? Lighter? Connect the physical sensation of well-being directly to the completion of the workout. I feel strong and accomplished after my 4-30-10 becomes the satisfying feedback loop. By systematically applying these laws, the 4-30-10 doesn't just become a workout. It becomes an integral, almost automatic part of your daily algorithm. Part 3, the optimization layer hacking. Your physiology with the 4-hour body. Tim Ferriss's The 4-Hour Body is a masterclass in applying scientific rigor and experimentation to optimize human performance with minimal effective dose. While the 4-30-10 is already efficient, we can apply Ferriss's principles to elevate its impact. Minimum effective dose med. Application 2 for -30-10. The 4-30-10 is an excellent med for cardiovascular health and fat loss. It's enough to stimulate significant physiological adaptation without requiring hours in the gym. Ferriss would applaud its efficiency. Deep dive, track your heart rate. Are you in your target fat burning or cardio zone, typically 60-85 of your maximum heart rate? If not, slight adjustments to speed or incline might be necessary to hit your individual med for the desired outcome. Ensuring every minute on the treadmill counts, quantified self and measurement. Application 2 for -30-10. Ferriss lives by the adage, what gets measured gets managed. Track your 4-30-10 sessions. Consistency, days per week, duration, perceived exertion, and even how you feel afterward. Deep dive, go deeper. Measure body composition changes, body fat percentage, circumferences over time. Don't just rely on the scale. Track your resting heart rate, a key indicator of cardiovascular fitness. Use apps to log your workouts and see your progress charted over weeks and months. This data becomes your feedback loop for optimization. Strategic supplementation or nutrition simplified. Application 2 for -30-10, while Ferriss dives deep into complex protocols. For the 4-30-10, focus on simple, proven strategies. Ensure adequate protein intake for muscle repair and satiety. Hydrate well before, during, and after your session. Deep dive. Consider a pre-workout coffee for an energy boost or a post-workout protein shake if your next meal isn't immediately available. These are small hacks that can slightly improve performance and recovery. Aligning with Ferriss's quest for marginal gains. Cold exposure optional biohack. Application 2 for -30-10. While not directly related to the treadmill, Ferriss advocates for cold showers or baths. Doing this after your 4-30-10 can aid recovery, reduce inflammation, and even boost metabolism. Deep dive, start small. End your shower with 30-60 seconds of cold water. The mental fortitude required for cold exposure also perfectly complements the mindset shifts we'll discuss next. By applying these 4-hour body principles, you're not just doing the 4-30-10. You're optimizing your body's response to it, ensuring maximum return on your time investment. Part 4, the mental operating system, cultivating resilience with mindset and can't hurt me. The physical act of the 4-30-10 is only half the battle. The other, often more challenging half, is mental. This is where Dweck's mindset and David Goggins' can't hurt me converge. Providing an unshakable mental framework. Growth mindset vs fixed mindset. Dweck, the problem fixed mindset. I'm not good at cardio. I'm too out of shape for this incline. This is too hard. I'll never improve. This mindset views abilities as static data. I first solution growth mindset. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. This incline is challenging, but each step makes me stronger. My endurance is improving every day. I haven't mastered this yet, but I will. Deep dive. When a session feels difficult, reframe the internal dialogue. Instead of I can't, think I can't yet. View perceived failures or struggles as valuable data points, informing where you need to adjust or apply more effort, not as proof of inadequacy. The struggle itself is a sign of adaptation. The cookie jar and calloused mind. David Goggins. The problem, the mental wall that appears when things get tough. Our mind tells us to quit long before our body is truly at its limit. I first solution. Goggins teaches us to develop a calloused mind to willingly embrace discomfort and push past perceived limits. When the 4-30-10 starts to burn, access your cookie jar, a mental vault of past accomplishments and hardships you've overcome. Deep dive. During those challenging moments on the treadmill, consciously remind yourself of other tough things you've pushed through in life, a difficult project, a personal loss, an academic challenge. Draw strength from those past victories. Goggins argues that our minds often operate at 40% of our true capacity. The 4-30-10, especially with that incline, is an ideal training ground to push beyond that 40% mark. Incrementally building mental fortitude, self-talk and accountability. Goggins. The problem, letting negative self-talk derail effort. I first solution. Engage in brutally honest, yet constructive, self-talk. Goggins' approach is about taking extreme ownership. If you skip a session, don't make excuses. Acknowledge it and commit to doing better. Deep dive. Use affirmations, but make them active and empowering. Instead of I am strong, try I am becoming stronger with every incline step. Hold yourself accountable as if you had a drill sergeant in your head, a supportive one. Of course, by integrating these powerful mindset principles, the 4-30-10 becomes more than just a physical workout. It transforms into a crucible for mental toughness and resilience. Building character far beyond the treadmill. Part 5. The present moment. Mindful movement with the power of now. Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now might seem an unusual inclusion for a fitness article, but its principles are profoundly relevant, especially for sustaining effort and deriving deeper benefits from the 4-30-10. Mindful movement transforms a chore into a meditative practice, embracing the present moment. The problem, our minds wander to past regrets or future anxieties, pulling us away from the current effort. We dread the next minute, making the present moment unbearable. I first solution. Bring your full awareness to the sensations of the 4-30-10. Feel your feet connecting with the belt, the rhythm of your breath, the controlled burn in your muscles. This isn't about ignoring discomfort, but about observing it without judgment. Deep dive. Focus on your breath. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly. Count your steps. Notice the subtle shifts in your body as you move. When your mind inevitably wanders, gently guide it back to the present moment, to the physical sensations of your body in motion. This turns the treadmill into a moving meditation, reducing perceived effort and enhancing focus, acceptance and non-resistance. The problem, resisting the effort, internally complaining about the difficulty, which amplifies suffering. I first solution. Accept the discomfort as part of the process. This is challenging, and that's okay. Non-resistance to the present moment's reality, the incline, the sweat, the elevated heart rate reduces internal struggle. Deep dive. Instead of fighting against the burn, acknowledge it. I feel a burn in my quads. This is my body getting stronger. This acceptance shifts your relationship with discomfort from an adversary to an indicator of progress. The inner body. Tolle's concept. The problem, being disconnected from our physical self, treating the body as a machine to be driven rather than a living, feeling organism. I first solution. Connect with your inner body. Feel the aliveness and energy within. This can be particularly powerful during a physical challenge. Deep dive. During your 4-30-10, mentally scan your body from head to toe. Feel the energy in your hands, the strength in your legs, the expansion of your lungs. This deep connection to your physical self can provide a wellspring of inner energy and resilience. By integrating the power of now, your 4-30-10 session transcends mere physical exercise. It becomes a practice of mindfulness, presence, and deeper connection to yourself, transforming the experience into something richer and more fulfilling. Part 6: Integration and Advanced AI First Application. Your personalized fitness algorithm. Beauty of an AI-first approach is its ability to synthesize data and adapt. You now have a robust framework for implementing the 4-30-10. Here's how to integrate it and continuously optimize. The feedback loop. Your body and mind are sophisticated biological algorithms. Pay attention to their feedback. How do you feel before, during, and after? Are you recovering well? Adjust your frequency, for example, 3 to 5 times a week, intensity, or even the time of day based on what works best for your system. Progressive overload. Ferriss and Goggins principle. Don't stay static. As you get fitter, the 4-30-10 will become easier. Increase duration. Go from 30 to 35 or 40 minutes. Increase incline. Move from 10% to 11% or 12. Increase speed. Slightly bump up the mph. But ensure you maintain good form and don't feel the need to run in corporate intervals after a few weeks. Try alternating 2 minutes at 10% incline with 1 minute at 12-15 incline. Then back down. The why. Power up. Reconnect with your deepest motivation. Why are you doing this? Is it for health, energy, longevity, mental clarity, to set an example? Your why is the ultimate algorithm for sustained effort, particularly on days when motivation wanes. Rest and recovery. The essential code. No algorithm can run indefinitely without maintenance. Prioritize sleep, nutrition, and active recovery. Stretching, foam rolling. This is where your body compiles its adaptations and gets stronger. Community and social proof. Just as social algorithms amplify trends, connecting with others who are doing the 4-30-10 can provide powerful motivation and accountability. Share your journey, inspire others, and draw inspiration from their successes. Conclusion. Beyond the treadmill. Engineering a resilient youth. 4-30-10 method, when approached with AI first principles, is far more than just a treadmill workout. It's a microcosm of self-improvement, a daily laboratory where you can experiment with habit formation. Atomic habits. Physiological optimization. The 4-hour body. Mental fortitude. Mindset. Can't hurt me. And profound presence. The power of now. By understanding the algorithms that govern our bodies and minds, and by deliberately applying the wisdom from these transformative books, you're not just burning calories. You're engineering a more resilient, more disciplined, and more powerful version of yourself. This is how you don't just participate in the fitness trend, you master it, live it, and become the proof that intentional, data-driven self-improvement always performs. Start your 4-30-10 journey today and watch your personal algorithm for ascent unfold. Part 6: The Ultimate Synthesis. The Extra Rep Protocol for AI First. Masterito. Truly cement the 4-30-10 as a transformational tool. We must overlay the final and most powerful principle from your foundational texts, the Extra Rep Protocol. This is the moment where theory becomes visceral, and the algorithm of ascent is activated at the deepest mental level. 1. The Code of the Extra Mile. Activating the 40% rule. This protocol is directly inspired by David Goggins' 40% rule. Can't hurt me, and the mindset philosophy of continuous effort mindset. The premise is simple. When you hit the 30-minute mark and your mind screams done, your body is only operating at about 40% of its true capacity. The remaining 60% is unlocked through conscious, aggressive mental override. The moment the treadmill hits 30:00, a new, secondary algorithm is initiated. This is your go time, and the negotiation is over. The command. The power of now. Stop all external input, music, TV. For the final stretch, bring 100% awareness back to the body. Acknowledge the current discomfort without labeling it as bad. Just observe the sensation. The reframe mindset. Mentally switch the goal. The first 30 minutes were for fitness. The final minutes are for mental callous. The challenge shifts from aerobic capacity to willpower capacity. The Goggins Protocol. The Extra Rep. Immediately give yourself one specific, mandatory extension. I will do an extra 5 minutes. Do not negotiate with yourself. The decision is final. 2. Advanced breathing. The mind-body integration. During this extra rep, you must actively control your physiology to conserve mental energy and manage pain. This is where your mindful notes are applied for maximum performance. pursed lip pressure breathing as the intensity rises. Employ the pressure breath used by mountaineers to manage your CO2 and oxygen exchange more efficiently. Technique: inhale slowly and deeply through your nose. Exhale forcefully through tightly pursed lips like gently blowing out a candle. The effect: this technique helps keep your airways open longer, slows your breathing rate, and triggers a state of calm, counteracting the stress of the physical exertion. It is the ultimate fusion of movement and mindfulness. Rhythmic step breathing calls presence. Sync your breath to your footsteps to anchor yourself firmly in the present moment, preventing your mind from jumping to the perceived pain of the future. Technique: establish a steady rhythm, such as inhaling for 3 steps and exhaling for 3 steps. The effect: this consistent pattern forces a meditative state, turning the monotony of the treadmill into a metronome for mindfulness. You become a walking mantra. Into 3, out 2, 3, 3. The atomic ladder of progressive overload to ensure the extra rep isn't just a random act. We must build it into a measurable escalating habit loop. Atomic habits. Leveraging the principle of progressive overload from the 4-hour body stage of Masterificus and Time Go Alp psychological code activated the success loopy. Baseline calibration 30 minutes. This is the standard, consistency and form. The goal is to make the 4-30-10 an automatic, non-negotiable habit. Completion of the set time provides the immediate satisfaction loop needed to lock in the habit. EI mental call using 35 minutes. The mandatory extra rep, the 40% rule. You prove to yourself daily that your mind's limit is artificial. You are deliberately seeking discomfort to build mental resilience. The achievement of the extra 5 minutes is logged in your cookie jar, your mental database of past struggles. Overcome advanced algorithm 40 minutes or increase incline, the growth mindset. You shift your self-identity from someone who works out to an endurance athlete who seeks new thresholds. Success at this level fuels the motivation to set a new, higher baseline for the following week, driving continuous improvement. Export 2 sheets. Final article conclusion: revisited and enhanced the 4-30-10 method, when integrated with these AI first principles, is a sophisticated operating system for transformation. It provides the minimum effective dose for a physical outcome, while simultaneously delivering the maximum effective challenge for a mental upgrade. By applying the principles of habit formation, bio-optimization, mental callousing, and mindful presence, you are not just walking, you are coding resilience. You are proving to yourself, minute by minute, that your limits are arbitrary checkpoints set by your comfort-seeking mind. Start with the 4-30-10, master the extra representative, and watch as the discipline you cultivate on the steep incline of the treadmill transfers to every challenging endeavor in your life. This is the true power of the algorithm engineered effort, guaranteed ascent.